What's up, fellow collectors? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum. I'll be your curator today. Guys, we got a fun one for you. A really cool story behind this particular figure. So, some subscribers have been asking, what's the story behind this G.I. Joe? They see it from time to time when I'm, I have videos, tour videos, for our museum, and they see this particular coffin box here. They say, well, what's with that one? And I've spoken briefly about it, not a lot. It's never had its own video. Some of it has to do with the fact that it's absolutely cherry mint. It's a coffin box. So I'm really funny about my coffin box figures because they're situated inside of the coffin box a certain way. The figures are, so they're wrapped up, but people want to know. So it's not, this box is not sealed. It's just a coffin box. So this is give people a good understanding of what this is. This is my 1998 GI Joe Collectors Club limited edition. There's only 10,000 of these were produced for the club back in 1998. Normandy Ranger. And with all figures here in my museum, there's always a story behind these figures. This particular story was one of frustration and oh my goodness, excitement. All of the good and all of the bad rolled into one, if you will. It was that frustrating trying to find this figure. And I go back to the 10,000. I absolutely don't think there was 10,000 of these produced. I contacted the club to get one. They were sold out. Came back around again maybe a month later when these guys were first released. They were sold out. They were sold out 3 or 4 different times to the point where my frustration was at that point boiling over, where I stopped dreaming about this Normandy Ranger figure, G.I. Joe, because at that point I didn't think he existed. I didn't think he existed. But as you can see here, he does exist. And just looking at the side of the box here. All of these sets that I'm showing you here alongside this box, for one, they're extremely rare at this point. Very hard to find. The Supersonic Test Pilot set right here, absolutely beautiful set. Extremely expensive now, anywhere from $400, $500, maybe $600. I've seen one on eBay for like about $600. Look, with everything with this figure, he came with a ton, I mean an absolute ton of equipment. Helmet, Browning automatic rifle, assault vest, shirt, pants, boots, leggings, combat jacket, e-tool with holder, knife with sheath, pistol with holster, canteen with holder, ammo pouch, Thompson machine gun, binoculars, dog tags, you name it. This guy came with it, and he's pictured here. Just a beautiful. Here's some more. The box itself was beautiful. Well done by the club, the G.I. Joe Club. I don't believe the G.I. Joe Club exists anymore. If somebody is a member or past member of the club, like I used to be, Let me know if you have any information on them. These sets were just fantastic. Guys, let us know if you have any of these sets. The G.I. Joe Club sets were some of the most beautifully done sets, extremely hard to find, very expensive. You name it, that's what they were. So I'm gonna take this guy out because he's just in a coffin box. But as you can see, get you a blown out look here. He's packaged quite nicely. And to show you that he's super cherry mint, the tape right here, the bag that he comes in is rolled up and taped up. But you name it, this guy came with it. And to give you a better look, what I'll do, because he's not locked in, I'll take him out of the box here. His helmet right here. Like I said, all the equipment. There's his pistol with holster. I'm sorry. Machine gun, knife. Beautiful head sculpt. This guy was layered up. He's got his assault vest there. If you want to call that an assault vest, what do they call it? Combat jacket. Yeah, combat jacket. He's got a regular shirt. You can see the dog tags underneath. I'll flip him over here. One of the coolest things about this is his Ranger's patch right here. Here's the back. This is the back of his jacket. His assault vest, I should say. Get you a blown out look there. Absolutely beautiful. Look at the leggings. Real leggings. They weren't molded on. The club had this guy at they were selling him for about $58, maybe a little more with shipping, a little more with shipping and handling. But now you can still find him. As a matter of fact, I found this guy on Cotswold Collectibles. To show you how long it took, I bought this guy I've had him in my collection for about 5 years. Maybe 5 years ago, I bought him from Cotswold Collectibles. 5 years ago. Cotswold Collectibles had him, and he was a little bit more than $58. He was closer to about $85 at that point, I believe. You know, with shipping and handling and all that. So yeah, he was quite expensive. I've seen him on eBay from time to time, and that's about a good price for him. He runs around maybe between $100 and $150. So this Normandy Ranger he was like, for a minute there, he was becoming my holy grail, because he was just so difficult to obtain, extremely hard to find, very popular. As you can see, when I found out that Cotswold Collectibles had him in pristine condition, he had never been tampered with, never been taken out of his poly bag. The weapons were in their own separate poly bag, sealed. I had to have them. So $80 wasn't a, 5 years ago for this guy wasn't a lot. Now he's probably a little bit more now. But this is the figure that people ask about. They want a video on, or they want to get just a closer look at him. And he, like I said, he comes with a ton of stuff. But he's one of my favorites. I don't handle him a lot because of the box, the coffin style box. Hasbro did a great job working in conjunction with the G.I. Joe Club. And that's the one thing I miss about the G.I. Joe Club. That's the one thing I miss about Hasbro and G.I. Joe. We got great things like this. And now with Hasbro not producing 12-inch G.I. Joe figures anymore, we won't get beautiful, beautiful gems like this. This Normandy Ranger is very special to me. It's because it just took so long. Well over a decade to get this guy. Well over a decade to find him. I didn't think I would ever get him. So he was one of the hard to find ones. And I'm glad I found him. He came back on Coswell Collectibles. They had another one. Not in pristine condition like this, but he was still in his box. But the box was extremely, well, I can't say extremely, it was just in bad shape though. So, but if you want to take this guy out of the box and pose him and put it and display him and stuff like that, then I guess it was cool. But yeah, so that's the story of the Normandy Ranger, my Normandy G.I. Joe Ranger. Beautiful artwork. Let us know what you think, guys. Your comments, opinions, everything in the comment section right underneath this video, guys. You know the routine. God bless and keep collecting.